start cheering. Paul McCartney. Live and on record, his music touches millions. Paul McCartney. Flowers in the Dirt. The legacy continues. Available at all Camelot Music locations.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Legs, a Paul McCartney podcast. This is episode 160. My name is Andy Nichols, the other leg, and I am joined today by the co-founder, one of the co-founders of Two Legs, and that's Mr. Tom Hunyadi. Good evening, brother, and happy to tackle episode 160 and talk about an album that is near and dear to our hearts, Flowers in the Dirt. How are you, brother?
I am doing great. Yes, Flowers in the Dirt. All the many formats that went with the album. You know, same with the singles, and we're gonna be talking all about that and just giving our thoughts about the album as well. And yeah, looks like it's gonna be another fun one.
Yeah, lots of content here. Initially, we were going to talk about, like, obviously the singles, the 12-inch singles, the 45s, the paraphernalia. Obviously, such a prolific time and a big return to the public eye in many ways for Paul's career with Flowers in the Dirt. And hopefully, we do this episode justice because we know it's Ken Michaels' favorite album.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I guess we were just trying to think about, did we tackle Flowers in the Dirt since I've been on? And I don't think we had. So we did ranking the tracks.
Ranking the tracks, yeah. So we talked about it a good length there, but in terms of formats
and additions,
and stuff and additions, versions. It was a machine then. I mean, it was just. We talk about now and all the different versions that come out now. Here, it was all the different formats because you had LPs, you had cassettes, and you had CDs. They were all doing well. At that point in time, I think vinyl sales were still slowly coming down, but it was slowly coming down.
But that was like CD and vinyl were both, still equal. You could buy them both at the time there. Then.
Right.
Give me where Tom Hunyadi was for Flowers in the Dirt in your fandom of Paul McCartney at that time. What was going on? What were you?
I was
waiting for it. You were excited for it. You were surprised.
No, I was definitely excited for it. Remember My Brave Face popping up on MTV. I watched it many times, that video. And that got me excited for the album. I thought, man, he's flashing back to all the Beatles. You saw those Beatle images in the video, and how could you not be excited? And plus, it was a really good song to open to open the album with. So yeah, I was very excited about Flowers in the Dirt.
Yeah, so, how could you not be? It was just and for me, everybody has like their first McCartney album that they're kind of like, when you became a fan, that was your album. I don't know what album was that for you?
It would have been Flowers in the Dirt.
It would have been. Okay, so same for me. That was the first like new album. So I became a young fan, and that was like, wow, this is a brand new record that I was cognizant of at the time to go, okay, don't know anything about it. The videos, My Brave Face, all exciting. I mean, I just remember being like a kid on Christmas looking at it because I got the album for Christmas thinking, what's going to be on? I knew My Brave Face, but that was about it. But it certainly got such a expansive release history in terms of formats and singles and 12-inch singles and foreign releases and special releases. And these are the kind of things that we're going to touch upon today. Almost like a collector's episode, really.
Yeah, absolutely. But first, I'm just going to go over something that was pretty interesting. Tom Brennan, fan, and he's been on the show before too. He's sent me a bit about McCartney's, the top 40 singles in McCartney's history on Billboard, and he was wondering if there was ever a list, a worldwide list, kind of like this. So we're going to just go over this real quick, and then just talk about, the order. And if there was any surprises here on this list, but it says, Paul McCartney's biggest Billboard Hot 100 hit chart is based on actual performance on the weekly Billboard Hot 100 through the June 19, 2021 ranking. Songs are ranked based on an inverse point system, with weeks at number 1 earning the greatest value and weeks at number 100 earning the least. Okay, so due to the changes here in charts methodology over the years, eras are weighed to account for different chart turnover rates and over various periods. So coming at number 40, we have Stranglehold, which was went to number 1. That was its highest chart position here in the States. That's November 29, 86. Then 39, we got The World Tonight, which went to 64, and May 24, 1997. Which, then at this point in time, 97, the charts really, Paul McCartney, you don't really see, really high in the charts anymore.
Not then.
So it's kind of strange seeing this one, as high as it is. 38. Now we got some of the stuff that he did here in the 2000s with Kanye West with Only One. 37, Tug of War, went to number 53. Then you got All Day, again with Kanye West. 35, London Town, which went to number 39. 34, you got Letting Go, which made it to 39 as well. One of your favorites, Mary Had a Little Lamb, which went to number 28. Arrow Through Me went to 29. Now you're gonna see like this a couple times, and I'm figuring that too. Sales has got to do something, has something to do with this as well, I would assume. So even though Arrow Through Me went to 29 and Girl School went to 33, I'm sure the sales might have been better. I'm not 100% sure, but 30, you got I've Had Enough at number 25. That was its highest chart position. 29, oh, I'm sorry, 30. 29, you got Give Ireland Back to the Irish, went to number 21. Getting Closer is number 20. 27, you got My Brave Face, which we'll be talking about. That went to number 25 in 1989. Again, very, it's so odd. It's a great song like that, only charted at number 25. 26, you got So Bad, that went to number 23. Then you got number 25, you got Press, which went to number 21. 24, you got Venus and Mars Rock Show, that went to number 12. 23, you got the Maybe I'm Amazed single from 76, that ended up going to number 10. 22, you got High High High, which went to number 10 as well. 21, you got Hell on Wheels, that went to number 10. And then I think this was the best chart position for the Kanye stuff, and that was 4 or 5 Seconds, which went to number 4. But again, different system where it was more downloads, right? Streaming and stuff like that.
People weren't buying a single, especially then.
Right. 19, you got Take It Away, which went to number 10. 18, you got Jet, which went to 7. 17, you got Another Day, which was number 5. 16, you got Spies Like Us, which went number 7. 15, which is No More Lonely Nights, I thought that might be a little higher, at number 6. 14, Tonight, you got Good Night Tonight, which was number 5. Number 13, you got Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey, which was a number 1, and I'm surprised that was only number 13, but it was a number 1 for only 1 week. Junior's Farm, that's number 12, and that went to number 3. And then you got Let 'Em In at number 11, which was also number 3. Number 10 is, now here's the top 10. Now these are according to Billboard, this is his best singles chart position. So, or many weeks on the charts, or however you want to look at it. So Live and Let Die is number 10. That went to number 2. Number 9 is With a Little Luck. That was number 1 for 2 weeks. Listen to What the Man Said. That was number one for 1 week. Then you got The Girl Is Mine, which was number 2 hit, but again, probably sold very well. Number 6, you got Band on the Run, which was number 1 for 1 week. Then you got Coming Up, live at Glasgow. That was number 1 for 3 weeks. Then you got My Love, which was number 1 for 4 weeks. Top 3, so Ebony and Ivory, number 1 for 7 weeks. Number 2, Say Say Say, number 1 for 6 weeks. Which leaves Silly Love Songs at number 1.
Wow.
It was number 1 for 5 weeks. Yeah, so
out of the top 3, 2 were collaborations. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty interesting list. And if anybody knows of a list like this from worldwide charts, please send it my way. Two Legs Podcast at gmail.com, and we can talk about that as well on a future show.
This list, Tom, is just like the Billboard's
yes.
ranking of his best-selling singles, right?
Billboard Hot 100s, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just thought it was kind of interesting.
Interesting way to look at the numbers, because some of those chart positions we've known, but to see them in that ranking is interesting.
Right. So to see like Silly Love Songs, it was number 1 for 5 weeks, but then Ebony Ivory was number 1 for 7 weeks.
Why would that be?
Yeah. Why was it because of sales?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they rank that 1 and that 1 3? Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Right. So just a kind of interesting list there, and if anybody wants that, I can send it your way. So back to Flowers in the Dirt. Now you got this for Christmas in '89, was it, or when did you get it?
Well, I think the album came out in June of '89, and by the time my 8-year-old hands got on it, it was Christmas, because I wasn't buying albums then, and I actually just remember peeling away, because I knew it was an album, and I said, "What the hell record is this?" Because I didn't recognize it. I'm like, lots of orange and red, and I'm like, this isn't a Beatle album that I want. Like, what the hell am I looking at here? So I remember, then on Christmas Day going, "Oh, it's the new Paul McCartney album." So yeah, I got it in.
And the funny thing is though too, like if you look at the cover, if this would have came out in the '70s, there probably would be no Paul McCartney Flowers in the Dirt on it. Because a bunch of his albums, it was just the album cover,
an image, right. I must say, it's probably one of his more classier album covers, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Love the cover. Love the painting. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a UK copy for all you people wondering. With another Liverpool acquisition with the, again, labels and index numbers. I'm always fascinated with that Beatle geekdom. PCSD 106, but same as the American, purple with the yellow for the inserts as well. Again, we talked about this, and I think I talked about this on the second episode of Things We Bought Today. Super thin, super vinyl, like super thin. You have an original, Tom, or just a press?
Not yet. I just got the archive release right now, so I'll be remedying that soon, though.
Which obviously is heavyweight, thicker, as most vinyl is now. A heavyweight
180,
not these, man. These things are like light as a feather, and Flowers is no different.
Mm-hmm.
Just a classy package through and through, with the color schemes and the whole. Obviously, this was ecologically minded Paul here with a lot of this stuff going on here.
Right.
The Friends of the Earth was a big push for this time here, obviously, with the insert here included. This is what he was really. These are the things he was pushing, and obviously, if you happen to see him in the '89 tour, a lot of that was covered in the tour book that went along with this. This was actually given away. Believe it or not, a tour book was actually given away. For free.
Yes.
You did not have to buy this.
Right.
You did not.
Yeah, and I was hoping that would have been my first concert. But parents, I had a strict stepdad at the time, and I was not going to go. And plus, it was a good hour and a half, almost 2 hours away, where we lived at the time, to the Palace of Auburn Hills.
There was a chance. There was a chance you could have.
You know what? If it was my dad, yeah,
Yeah,
but since I lived with my mom and stepdad, yeah, not a
yeah,
chance in hell. But
no.
aunt and uncle, they did go and they brought the tour book over so I could take a look at the tour book. So I got to see the tour book in '89.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't looked at this in ages, but it's the last page has such a great quote that is so telling, which is again
Mm,
more honest examples of Paul being super honest than the
right,
last 20 or 30 years. Beyond the thumbs up, there's more to it than all that, which I know because I lived it.
right.
So he's acknowledging that yeah, he does this, but he knows that that's just like, that's my public image, but that's all I'm going to show you. And he's admitting it here at least.
Mm-hmm.
He's admitting it here at least. But just the tour book was just, I mean, really one of the best ones.
Mm.
That
Yeah, it is.
because it goes over Wings. It covers everything here. Pipes of Peace talks about John a little bit. There's a really cool advert for the put it there
Yeah, I think
VHS
that
too.
yeah, it goes in a little bit of press to play.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Uh,
it was a very thorough, very good tour book.
Very thorough, and you learned a lot about the band here too, as well.
Hmm.
They listed there. There was a question: "What's your favorite Paul McCartney song?" I think Wicks at the time, I think wrote. Did Wicks say "Daytime, Nighttime Suffering"? Or was it Linda? I forget. But they all list their favorite song. What's their favorite
Mm.
Paul song? Favorite food? Favorite this one? Yeah. So like Linda's, yeah, it's great. Linda's favorite Paul McCartney song. Daytime, Nighttime Suffering, We Can Work It Out. Hey Jude, Maybe I'm Amazed, My Love. Those are her favorites. Chris Whitten's favorite songs.
Almost kind of like reliving the James Paul McCartney special type thing, with
but
all
like,
the, yeah.
yeah. With the biographical
Right,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah.
With the biographical stuff. Oh, Chris, what's your favorite McCartney song? I can't seem to see it at the moment. Oh well. Hamish and Wicks. Yeah, but it's all in here. This very nice, this cool painting here
Right.
included in the book. Imagine, I mean, this is gifts given out for free. Pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
And I think there's a Japanese one that's even bigger than that,
Really?
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I did see another tour book that was like almost double the size of that. So I'm wondering if that was the Japanese one.
Probably, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so what edition did you have of Flowers in the Dirt first? Vinyl, CD, tape?
I had cassette. I had cassette.
You had the
It's not
cassette.
this. It's not this one, but I did have a cassette, and I played the hell out of that thing. Every time I was in the car, driving by myself, I put that in, and loved every minute of it. So I didn't, again back then I still didn't love, I was never a big fan of Motor Love, even back then.
No.
And even but even how many people, yeah, I mean, like pretty much like the last three songs I've never really been the biggest fan of. So
That Day Is Done either?
but yeah, I mean, it's never been one of my favorites.
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were big onto that one.
Yeah, but then obviously later on, then we got I did get the CD. I never had a vinyl version until a few years back when I bought that one to frame. Okay.
Right.
And then obviously
The
then it
archive.
was the archiver. Yeah, the archive. So yeah.
So you bought them all to frame them. See, now the cassette.
Mm.
Here's how wonky the cassette, right? If you look at the cassette, right now, side one of the cassette and the last song on side one has Ue Es La Sole on it. On side
right.
one. So if you're listening to it on cassette, you're like, wait a minute. But you're listening to, first of all, it's not on the album edition, the regular, the standard album. It's not on that.
Correct.
So if you're listening to the cassette, you're going, well, here's a track in the middle of the album that's weird.
Right.
Not knowing that it's a bonus track and why they wouldn't just tack it on to the end of side two on the cassette. Who knows?
Yeah. But then when you got the CD, you also, that was at the end.
Right. So in the standard CD, the 89 CD, it just threw it on at the end as well.
Right. So you got the 89 CD right there. You also got the 2-disc Japanese version as well, right?
I do. This is the
Let's talk about that for a minute.
This one's pretty because the words are not in the same. The words are in yellow for the title,
Right.
Flowers in the Dirt.
Right.
Whereas in here they're just they're just gray, right? But you got
Right.
the nice yellow font for Flowers in the Dirt. The side spine is obviously with the Japanese writing and Flowers in the Dirt there, and then an obi strip on the side and on the back,
Mm-hmm.
all in the writing there. And the second disc really is the gem, really, because you've got track one is a pre-recorded message to Japan, saying which is like 30 seconds long. Studio version of The Long and Winding Road, Loveliest Thing, another version of Rough Ride, a 7-inch mix of Essa Sole, Mama's Little Girl, Same Time Next Year, Party Party, and P.S. Love Me Do. That
Now does that Long and Winding Road have it McCartney Lennon, or does it have it Lennon McCartney?
let's take a look. Let's take a look in the old book that comes with it. Again, true to form is a Japanese edition. They come in with all the extra stuff in there. Let's take a look. Let's see. Did they put the lyrics? Okay, so the lyrics for those songs are not in the book proper, but let's take a look at the supplemental materials here and see if they credited. Let's see, disc 1. Ooh, wait a minute. Flowers in the Dirt. Here we go. Long and Winding Road so for the bonus tracks, there's no credits.
Okay. Because
no credits.
because I'm going to show, I got the Figure of 8 CD single here,
Okay,
and it has the Long and Winding Road on here, and it is credited.
I'm wrong. I did not look at this. Long and Winding Road, McCartney Lennon. It says
yes. Same here, McCartney Lennon. Yes.
It does say McCartney Lennon.
Right.
Wow.
So that was obviously the version that they did that you could have seen on the what was it called again? The video, right? Didn't they do it on the VHS tape? What was that called?
What, the Get Back?
Wasn't there? Yeah, wasn't there? It came with the. Didn't they record it during the sessions of Flowers in the Dirt?
Studio recording.
Yes.
Yes, that's what this is.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, they just recorded it. Yes.
Right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's this version on the Japanese one. Odeon label, white disc, clear disc. Got lucky and grabbed this a couple of years ago. Yeah. Again, you don't see this one too often.
No,
the Japanese Flowers.
So what else is on there then? Bonus wise?
Loveliest Thing, Rough Ride. It doesn't specify if it's a different version, but it's the track runs 4:55.
Okay.
Which is a little bit longer. 4:53, which is a little longer than the standard one on the album. A 7-inch mix of SSO, Mama's Little Girl, Same Time Next Year, Party Party, and P.S. Love Me Do. Now this was you could get. I guess this was the only way. I guess you could get Same Time Next Year on CD at the time. Where else could you get Same Time Next Year on disc?
On disc it was My Brave Face. No, I'm sorry. Put It There single. The Put It There single. You got.
Okay, the Put It There single, which you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you got some singles there too. Let's see some singles from the album.
Yeah. So obviously, again, you're doing cassettes, you're doing CD singles, you're doing 7-inch singles, you're doing 12-inch singles. So it's all over the place. And then first one I did. Now I did have the 45 of My Brave Face, and but here's the cassette. So the cassette singles you got, My Brave Face, you got this one,
and that's
you
just
got Figure of 8. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Right. You got Figure of 8. You got Oula So Soleil, right there, and which had 3 different versions on here because one's not enough. And then you got Put It There. Now this was only 2 tracks on for the cassette because you got the Put It There, and then on the B side you got Mama's Little Girl. So you didn't get Same Time Next Year here.
On the cassette, you got it on the CD single.
Right. So now with the CD singles, again, you got My Brave Face, but then it's backed with
what's on that?
Well, 2 is Flying to My Home. Then I'm gonna be a wheel someday, and Ain't That a Shame. Okay. So then
So
you got CD
pulling
single
stuff.
this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So then you got this one. I Wanna Cry. The First Stone. I'm in Love Again. Okay, right there. And then you got Put It There, which again has Mama's Little Girl, Same Time Next Year.
There you go.
Okay, and then you got Figure of Eight.
Now
Okay, which
that
had
is was that a cardboard single, Tom?
yes, this is a cardboard. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So that
yeah.
looks
So this
actually
one
newer.
has right. So this one has Figure of Eight, The Long and Winding Road, and The Loveliest Thing. Now I showed this on the volume, the newest episode of Things We Bought Today, where it has this side is empty, and it's for the 3-inch CD single,
Oh,
which is
what you
right
got
here.
the little right.
Yes,
Which
that's the
actually, I
3-inch
wonder
single.
if people out there, especially maybe for our younger viewers and fans, don't realize this. I learned this a couple of years ago. You can actually play those in a traditional CD player.
CD player,
They
correct.
work.
There's a little hole in the middle
And
that you
I didn't
put right in the
learn
middle.
that until I got my
Right.
Japanese off the ground when it came with
Right.
the little. It came with a little 3-inch CD. I didn't.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yep.
I remember saying, "Is this going to is the CD player going to eat this little 3-inch CD?" It didn't. It sits very nicely in the tray, and it plays.
Hmm.
And it actually
Right.
a legitimate, hear about it. Talk about like a format that was like really like one and done. How many of like the little were these really made? I mean,
Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. They did do some Beatles stuff. Did they do the Beatles singles on 3-inch discs too?
the singles, but obviously that was it. I
Yeah.
mean, just it's going to be just like basically like a CD single, but like in a mini disc
Hmm.
way. Yeah. No, you haven't. Now that looks like you haven't opened it yet, though, Tom. Have you?
No, I got it sealed, and I'm going to keep it sealed.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, it is
Yeah.
pretty interesting to put a mini disc into the CD player and how it works.
Right. Exactly. So obviously, we got we know the 7 inches. We got the My Brave Face.
My Brave
Now there
Face.
were 2 different this ones. So this was like almost like a deluxe. This one where you can open up and there was postcards of each member of the band at the time and then you just had the regular standalone. This one, okay.
That's a UK, obviously. Yeah.
This is the UK, yes, okay. Then you got Put It There. And then you've got Figure Eight. Now I do want to point out there is a 1-track CD single of Ula Sol Soleil as well. I just don't have that yet.
So many. See what we're talking about, folks? There's
Yeah.
so many singles associated with this one record.
Right. Just one record. Right.
One record that has a ton of
Right.
releases. It's
Right.
and we don't even have. Tom's got just about all of it. I have a few things. I mean, not nearly the amount of what Tom has. I mean, in terms of just collecting
Right.
the singles, the CD singles, the cassette singles,
Right.
the 7-inches,
And then
the 12, the 12.
And then the 12 inches were still in its heyday then. So then you got My Brave Face. You've got this one.
This one
again.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you've got a second this one. So there was 2 this ones.
There's
okay.
2 of them. Yep.
Yep. Different B-sides. One's got I'm in Love Again. The other one's got Good Sign. Actually, this one. that has this one, The First Stone, I Want to Cry, and I'm in Love Again. Okay. And then this one will have this one, The First Stone, and then on the B-side, it's Good Sign. Okay. So they're all different. Then they had to go all kinds of stir crazy with the Figure of Eight. Okay.
Oh God.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So you got this one with
the etching disc.
Yeah, this one has the etching on the back, correct? Then you've got, this one which matches the CD single.
Right.
Okay. All right. And then you've got a third one right here. Right. Now this one has, the B-side is this one, which is a Lovejoy's mix.
The Lovejoy's mix. Ah, yes.
Yes. All right. Then you have a Put It There.
Put It There, 12
which
inch.
has, which now that one here is just a regular one. This one has the art print inside of it, which is just pretty much the cover.
Well,
okay.
I have 2.
You've got that as well. Okay, there you go.
So that
right,
you get the artwork and the 12-inch in there as well. Thank you, Chip Madinger, for that.
Yeah, right. And
There's
there you go with
sealed Sealed.
Right.
Sole.
Sealed.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and they'll stay sealed.
Good.
Yeah. So after '89, and then what they did they did the '93 Paul McCartney collection, right?
Right. Which is not at my fingertips at the moment, but
Yep.
yeah. There you
Yep.
go.
Right
Tom's
there.
got it now.
Now,
Bonus tracks.
now,
Go.
yes. Now I usually discard once I got the latest edition. I usually discard the earlier one. Yeah. But I kept this one because of the bonus tracks because we got the download only on the archive. So I kept this one because it's got Back on My Feet, Flying to My Home, and Loveliest Thing. Three of the better songs that didn't get put on the album. But one was the B-side to Once Upon a Long Ago. Then you got Flying to My Home and Loveliest Thing. So,
Right.
which those are two songs I absolutely adore. So again, and these were UK only, I believe, or Europe or and
Europe.
and the UK,
Europe.
I think.
Europe.
Yeah.
They were actually. I think they were manufactured out of Holland, I
Right.
believe.
Right. Now, there was. Now I've shown this birthday box
There it
before,
is.
okay, and I've talked about how this is not an actual licensed MPL product. However, the items inside are. So they did do that Flowers in the Dirt box, where the
Which
whole box
the whole
looks like
box
it's
is the cover. Is the cover?
right.
Yes.
Right. So that is the same thing as this. It wasn't an official MPL release.
Release.
So I believe I forgot how many CDs were in there. They weren't all in order or whatever. There wasn't like, McCartney all the way up to Flaming Pie. It was a select
No.
discography, so if you see that, I mean, that's a nice collector's item too. However, it just
Again,
wasn't an official.
It's not an official release.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. So what else you got? Then we got the tour pack, right?
The tour pack.
World tour pack.
Yeah, one of the the jewels of my collection, really, from McCartney. Grabbing this, the World Tour pack, the vinyl edition. Tom's got a CD edition there, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So it came out on vinyl. This is the vinyl edition, and Tom's got the CD. And so I mean, everything they threw everything. Now this is numbered too. I think Tom, is yours numbered as well? So my number is 2492.
Okay, mine is 26,930. So 26,930.
Right. And
now I'm curious.
I mean, just designed so coolly. Flowers in the Dirt etched out on the cover there, and you can slide it right out of the album to get that. And and again, this is an American. No, this is a British pressing of the LP. This is not a Capitol. So another British pressing, Parlophone label, and again a slew of supplemental stuff here. A 7-inch single, a poster, a family tree, the bumper sticker, which I want to put on my car so bad, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, don't do that. So, see, there it goes.
Dropped.
There it goes. So, here you got the 3-inch party single, and then obviously the Flowers in the Dirt.
Yeah.
Right there. Which again, this is the Parlophone.
Yeah.
Release.
Now, here's the supplement. Oh, it came with some postcards too. Okay.
Yes.
So got some postcards there. Paul and Linda.
Right.
Is that Wicks? Chris.
Yep.
Classic shots here. All included. Linda. Okay. And Wicks. And then a world tour itinerary. Also included in
there you go.
And here it is, the bumper sticker we all want to have on our cars,
yes.
right? Which I think is actually a T-shirt too. You can buy from his store. They have this.
Yeah.
They have this party. The 7-inch is on the vinyl one, etching on the other side as well.
Yes. I like that.
For party, and then two posters. It looks like one is the guy. That
One's the family tree.
This is done by a great guy who his name is Pete Frame. He has done this for every big band, mostly British. The guy's name is Pete Frame. This is huge, and it says, hold on, just hold it down here. Paul McCartney's band, and he traces the origins of everybody in the band. So he's tracing where like Chris Whitten got his start, Robbie got his start, Paul got his start. all the bands that those guys were in, he did it and wrote it on this whole poster, which is just an incredible work. You could Google them. I mean, he's done them for Yes, The Who, and really, really exhaustive. Like, obviously, where did Hamish come from, and all the bands that he played, everything that he's all the bands that these guys were in. Obviously, Robbie McIntosh was in the Pretenders, so
Right.
they're covered in here very well. So that's Pete Frame. That's his handiwork. The other poster is, I think I showed it in the World Tour book, but here is a nicer, fuller poster of it, which I've never really hung up before. Don't plan on it. It's just that '89 band poster. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Which is just really so cool to put in there. Really, just, I mean, honestly, the return of Paul, and just, embracing his Beatle past for the first time.
It was an event, so.
So I mean, a great album, returning to the stage. So backing a good album. And he says this. If you ever watched, again, the Put It There documentary, one of the questions the lady asks him is that he hates going out, slogging an album that he doesn't like. So Flowers in the Dirt was an album that he enjoyed, and obviously, when you listen to Tripping the Life Fantastic, it comes across in those songs. When you listen to My Brave Face and this one, and Figure of Eight live takes on a whole different kind of feeling than the studio version. The live version is just kicks.
Yeah. So you also said you got the UK vinyl as well, separately or just in the tour pack?
So it's just in the tour pack. I have a separate version of. I have another UK pressing as well, and I have a Capitol as well, but it's in the other room. So but the tour pack is the Parlophone, and I had another UK pressing that I got when I was over there as well. And of course, we have and then really we're left with the archives, the archive editions. But I have to say you're not as big a fan of what do you not enjoy here? Do you like the demos on this too, or the band stuff better? I forget. Which one do you like better?
the demos on disc 2 for the archive.
You enjoy the demos.
Yes, that's where it's at. That is the good stuff right there.
Right.
10 times better than what they did with Tommy's Coming Home on the third disc, on the band disc.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoy those demos better. Let's do a. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, let's do a skip or play on this. We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't. Go rapid fire, Flowers in the Dirt style.
Yes, My Brave Face.
Play it.
Play it. Rough Ride.
Play it.
Play it. You Want Her Too. Play it.
Skip.
Oh, okay. Distractions. Play it.
Play it. We
Got Married. Play it.
Play it.
Put It There. Play it.
Play it.
Now, we'll do Le Soleil right now. I skipped this one.
You're gonna skip away?
Yeah, I skip away.
Well, why are you listing it now?
Because I'm looking at the cassette.
If we're gonna go on that order, yes, skip.
Yeah. Figure of Eight. Play
it.
This one, play it.
Play it.
Don't Be Careless, Love. I play.
Skip.
That Day Is Done. I skip.
Play.
How Many People? I skip.
Play.
Motor of Love. I skip.
Play. Play.
So if I'm looking at the CD, because Le Soleil is the last one on the CD, then you figure then the last 4 songs. I'm stopping at this Don't Be Careless, Love. And the rest it's just done.
I can't believe you don't like That Day Is Done. That is like the centerpiece of the whole album. It's like the unofficial theme of the album. Yeah.
I'll play it sometimes, but it's just not not something I cherish as much as the rest of the album.
Understandable.
So you got the box set right there, I take it?
They did the kind of very interesting what they did with the cover here. They kind of mirrored like the Venus and Mars thing, where they didn't put the title on it at all. They just they let the artworks kind of stick to itself.
Yeah, which I
And
thought was good. I thought that was great, because on some of those past archive editions, they just got like a little box somewhere on on the box, and it's the album cover,
yeah,
you know. But I like the fact that the whole box is the album cover.
yeah, the whole box. I mean, I forgot you got a nice book in here, just kind of
Right.
just going over all the artwork and the shots that the artist Brian Clark did and put together for the album. Did you get superdeluxeedition.com did a supplemental book, I think, for this? Did you get that?
David, I think
I
got
did
it, and he made
not.
me a copy. He made me copies of it, and I've got it somewhere here.
I really wish I would have gotten a chance to get that because it was about
Right.
it was more stuff to do with the producers, right? It was with the
Right.
producers,
Yes.
Trevor
Yes.
Horn,
Yeah.
Steve Lipson, and all those
Yeah.
guys, right?
Yeah. hmm
Hmm.
Because at this point, you look at this was the this had the more producers on it than any other album,
Up to this
that
point,
Paul up to this point. Yeah.
yeah, up to this point for sure.
Because Paul alone produced a couple tracks on it. I know he produced blah 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 blah. Put it there. I think he produced Distractions by himself. And I think he produced this one by himself as well.
Yeah,
So there was a lot going on here. And then We Got Married, which was the David Foster
yep.
co-produced with McCartney. So yeah, ton of producers on here. Elvis Costello produced, co-produced a couple as well. So
I mean, just a whole book on the videos for this one. I mean,
right,
incredible.
right,
You know, so just a really, an album that is very easy to return to if you're a hardcore McCartney fan, and I think most of us in this universe feel that way.
right.
Again, I just love. It's just classy. The whole package about it, the purple, the theme here, the book. I mean, everything about it, the photographs. I mean, it's just it is just when a Beatle does things right, this is how it's supposed to look. I
hmm
mean, everything about it. And it was affordable. I mean, I forget what this box went for when it came out. Maybe 130, 140, maybe
Yeah,
something like that. I
yeah.
mean,
When you look at it though, when you look at the amount of space you have on a CD, disc,
well, I know
two
where
and
you're going with
three,
this.
in that sense, you're not really getting your bang for your buck, and that's where the bonus stuff that was download only should have been put on a CD.
Right. Well, you're
You
looking at
know,
CD2, nine
right?
tracks, CD3, nine tracks. That's
See
where you're
that?
like,
Yeah, that should have been on
and
one
then
disc.
and again they put it on the insert with the box set.
Right.
13 tracks were available to download only. That is a
Yeah.
major mistake. I mean,
Correct.
to be only to have. I mean, and he did it again with some Flaming Pie stuff. He's done it subsequently. He has done it since then. He did it. He's done it with some Wing stuff, but to have these songs only available download only was a pity. And then
hmm
the cassette demos as well. Shallow Grave, I Don't
Yeah.
Want to Confess, Mistress
Yeah,
and
and that
Maid.
was the record store day stuff too that I've got over there. I should have grabbed that, but yeah, that was the record store day stuff that came out the same year as the box set, I believe. So
Hard to believe that this box set is going to be 5 years old. It's 2017 that this came out.
is that crazy?
5 years ago. I mean, it's so. But it got the treatment it deserved. Clearly, I think it was warranted. It's just it's a great album, start to finish. My Brave Face. I watched the video again the other day for like I don't know. I must have watched it 2 or 3 times in one day, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. It just does not
Right,
disappoint you. It brings a smile to your face. The black and white. He's got the long hair going. Take me to that place. You're like, I'm
right.
listening to a freaking Beatles song. I am listening to a Beatles song. That's what I think of when I hear that song.
Oh, same here, 100%. I think that is a Beatle worthy song, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, and again, it's the album is not without its flaws. Clearly, Tom has his favorites and his ones he doesn't like, and I'm not in love with every single track either. But I think it's safe to say that this album is in my top 10 McCartney album collection. Favorites. Yours?
Yeah, top 15 for sure.
15. Okay.
Top 12 maybe. That's one of the things we're going to do once we get past that 1,000 subscriber goal. We're going to do probably a two-part episode where we do our least favorite to favorite McCartney albums.
Well, that'll be very fun and interesting to
Yeah.
watch. I think a good thing to do. I mean, I've said this to people before. If you want to introduce a novice fan or a newer fan to what Paul McCartney was doing in the 1980s, you're going to give them two records. You're going to give them
Oh yeah.
Flowers in the Dirt.
Tug of
And
War.
you're going to give them Tug of War, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
You want
Yeah.
to see Paul McCartney at his apex of his songwriting ability, production, singing, playing, everything. You give them those two records, and they should be, duly impressed.
Right.
And-
Then you
and
give them. Then you give them Pipes of Peace, maybe. Then you give them Press
Well,
to Play, maybe,
that's
and then
for
you give them
us.
McCartney too.
But yeah, I think that those albums have enough commercial appeal to bring in a casual fan, and they did well, and they're perfectly produced records from the concept to the writing to the production to the playing to the singing to the everything about it, the artwork. These are masterful works of art.
Right.
And then
Right.
albums that have brought us joy for decades and will for many more.
I agree 100%, partner. Absolutely. If there's any version that we missed, please let us know. Write it in the comments, and we'll make sure that we get it in our collection if we don't have it already.
I want that red flower. I want that flowers box. Damn it!
Yeah.
I want that thing. It's sitting in my Discogs want list for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll pick that up, but I mean, if let's say if I do see it and if it's there, if it's presented to me, and if I think
You're
the
getting
price is
it.
right,
You're
I'll
getting
pick it up. Absolutely, why not?
I think it could go on
Absolutely.
that. It can go on that shelf next to the Funko Pop dolls. 'Cause
Exactly.
You're out of space on the
No,
other
no,
side.
I got more space over here. Hey, listen, I've got more. I'll fit it somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, I know the closet door's back there. Maybe you can put it back there behind the 2X calendar.
Put it back in the closet. Oh, actually, that's where I got no space, in the closet. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we just got done talking with Ted Montgomery about his latest second printing of Beatles Through Headphones. So be sure you check that out. We went live with them the other day, and we had a good time chatting them with this. We haven't gone live with them yet because we're doing this. We're
You're scaring me here. I'm saying, wait a minute. We're not doing that till Wednesday.
But this will be posted after.
I know. So yes, we spoke with Ted.
Yes.
3 days ago.
Right. Yes. He told us all about.
Oh, did you have it? You had the ready there? I didn't. So if you saw it, I'm sure you do. I never opened it. The Best Buy, My Brave Face. You got that?
Yes, I did get that. Yeah, once you bought I think when you bought the box set or something, when you bought the CD, yes. When I got that at Best Buy, that right there, it had the code. You went to the website, you typed in the code, you put all your information in, and they
sent it to you. Yes,
I
remember that now.
That's
it took
right.
forever. It took forever in a day, but it came.
Yeah. I think I got mine a month later.
Yeah, I do recall that, but
however, was that the color? Was that colored?
It's sealed, so I don't know. It's sealed.
Let me see if
I never opened mine, Tom, because I've got the original one still sitting here. Just looking at it in the light, it looks purple.
Yeah, I think it was purple and yellow, if I remember correctly.
It's looking purplish in this cellophane here.
Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, here we go. And I did open mine, and it's purple and yellow.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's like a swirl. Cool.
Yeah.
With a
there you
purple
go.
capital label. Okay, very nice.
Yep. Mhm.
Very nice. Always one of the cooler covers as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, I've been storing it in my Run Double Run. 45. Thank you, Mike at the In Groove, for having this.
Somebody at Beatlefest, please have that in a few weeks, please. And I saw,
Yes.
I saw it 20 years ago, and I should have bought it, and I
Yeah.
didn't. Kicking myself when it was affordable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again,
Oh,
by the time this posts, a couple more weeks, and Tom will be East Coast bound, and we'll be at the
yes.
fest.
Eastbound and down. That's right.
Eastbound and down. So if hopefully some of our East Coast listeners and fans will be there, and love to kind of pop into you and have a chat if we happen to see you walking around the fest.
Absolutely, yeah. So please say hi. And what else? I'll be doing a panel with Talk More Talk. We still don't know actually, what day that's going to be yet. So that's all I can say at the moment. And hopefully we'll get that schedule soon. I want to thank Ken Michaels for having us on his YouTube channel, Ken Michaels Radio. We were on for 2 weeks. We did two shows 2 weeks in a row. We did the first show was on what we thought was his greatest peak
Period of his career,
peak,
Beatles
of his
or
career.
solo or whatever.
Yep.
We did that with the
Yep.
Ken and Tom, and then we came back a week later and we did a show with the three of us and Dylan Seavey, and we picked our top three.
Yep.
A couple of our favorite unreleased as of this date unreleased McCartney songs, and Ken is just he's such an icon in the industry and somebody who I grew up listening to in my neck of the woods, and to do shows with him now and talk Beatles with somebody, and I know is just incredible because he's like he's the godfather of all this, really. So it's an honor to talk Beatles with him, and he's interviewed so many people, and just to work with him and do shows with him is an honor. So thank you very much, Ken.
Yeah, thank you. And looking back on it now, just the other day I was thinking of a song, and it would have been perfect for that show, and none of us said it. And I would really love to see this song see the light of day one day, officially, and it's Blackpool.
Yeah.
Did
it in the backyard.
Yeah. It's part of the it's on one of the menus for the McCartney
years.
McCartney years box set. Yes. Yeah.
Blackpool 38.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, I tell you.
Yeah. So what else you got going on before we get out of here, buddy?
Not much, man. Just just enjoying and getting ready for more concert seasons coming up. Gonna see Steve Hackett, Beatlefest weekend actually of Genesis fame, and I'm gonna go see the Who in May, and then I'm gonna go see Paul once, maybe twice in June. We're waiting to see if that second date is confirmed on his 80th birthday. We'll have to wait and see.
That'll be pretty amazing.
Yep. And when that comes, go ahead.
No, I was saying I might have to skip the wedding I'm going to in June for that. But the wife will kill me.
On his 80th birthday, you better be on a plane east. That's all I'm saying. The wedding, sorry, here's your card. I'll mail it to you.
Right.
Whatever. It's a wedding. How often do you see the people? You actually see the bride and groom. They're going to come over to your table. They're going to say hello, and then they're going to move on, and you're not going to see them the rest of the night. Versus Paul McCartney's Paul McCartney's 80th birthday at a concert.
Right.
To me, that's a no-brainer. Sorry.
Right. Well, it's a couple. Yeah, it's a couple weeks. It's early June, but it's funny because it's my cousin and his dad is my uncle, who is my Uncle Sal, who's kind of responsible for me being yeah. But if there's anybody that's going to understand, it would be him.
He will. He's the inspiration. Oh,
right.
I love you. Yes. Sorry, but I gotta go. And he'll say, Tom, go, enjoy, have one for me.
Yeah. So. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, everybody. You can reach us at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Two Legs Podcast. Find us on our YouTube channel, Two Legs a Paul McCartney Podcast, where we're really getting close to the 1K subscriber goal. So please subscribe. Andy, go ahead.
And coming soon, Two Legs will be on TikTok.
Yeah. How are we?
Yes, we will.
I take it that's something we'll do at the fest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair
we
enough.
will. Two legs, and the solo Paul McCartney podcast is on TikTok. We just don't have any content yet, but we are.
We just don't have anything on it. We'll have to get something on there when I get there for the fest.
That's the plan, Dan.
I love it. Email us at twolegspodcast@gmail.com. We have the website, twolegspodcast.com. Andy, you got us on every other audio format out there, whether it's iTunes, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora. If you listen to it, we're there. So check us out on all those audio formats. And then again, please check us out on our YouTube channel. And subscribe. Andy, it's always good hanging out with you, my friend.
Likewise, my friend. Go listen to some Flowers in the Dirt.
Listen to some Flowers in the Dirt, absolutely. Everybody out there, you know the drill. Have a great day. And always listen to Paul McCartney.
Always.
Listening to Two Legs, a Paul McCartney podcast, hosted by Tom Hunyadi and Andy Nichols, with musical contributions by Dylan